to get here, but it's finally here. The last video for the SS Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Super Broly movie action figures. And today we are going to look at Gogeta and Broly, and nothing else really needs to be said. So we're going to jump right on into it. Alright, so everybody started getting hyped when rumors of the Dragon Ball Super movie started getting out there. But we all went completely nuts when we found out that Broly and Gogeta were going to be the stars of that movie. And as soon as they announced that these figures were going to be made, you better believe I was all over that pre-order. Let's not chit chat anymore about it. Let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to start with Gogeta. So remember our 5 principles that we look for when we review these action figures: likeness, articulation, posability, durability, and accessories. Right, so first off, we'll look at likeness. So because it's an SS figure, off gates you want to say that the likeness is gonna be there. And in the case of Gogeta, the guy looks exactly like himself. The colors that they use are the exact colors from the movie. That bright yellow, the teal blue green around the sash, the grayish black that they use for his vest versus the dark black that the original Gogeta had from the Janemba movie, on the gray in his pants. Everything about him looks exactly like Gogeta did in the movie. So likeness, without question, that's it. They got it. So next, we'll move right along over this one because you know what it is. It's that articulation. And just like Goku and Vegeta, because they are SS Figuarts, this is where we can't go ahead and just give him the pass for it. The articulation is going to be banging. He's going to be able to move and have articulation at every joint, at the toes, at the ankles, at the knees, hips, waist, torso, wrists, shoulders, neck, everything. Like, everything. It's there. You know it. So with that being said, you know we go into what I love to do with these figures, and that's pose them. Just like Goku and Vegeta, this thing is great for poses. You can put him in every pose that you've seen him in the movie. You can come up with your own, like they do it all. They have all this articulation so that they can be put into all these poses and stances. This is what an action figure is supposed to be able to do, to be able to display itself in everything that you see in the cartoon, plus everything that you see in your imagination. Like that's what they're about. And that's why I love these figures for that, because they get it. The developers get it, and they give you exactly what you want. All the articulation so that you can do all those amazing poses and really show off what these figures can do. So now we move on to durability. I was very impressed. Like this, when I first took Gogeta out of the box, I was kind of hesitant because I'm like, man, I don't want this thing to be fragile and break. But I was shocked to find out how well made this was, because this is my first 2.0 Dragon Ball Z action figure. And when I felt how solid this was compared to the original bodies that I had, I was at a loss of words. Like it is so well built. So just like all SS Figuarts, those wrist joints, they aren't as stable as you would like them to be. As far as the ball and the socket, that could be a little bit more sturdy, but like I said, you just gotta be more careful. Same thing with the neck, taking the head on and off. But the real question of the durability for Gogeta is just like Goku. It's his shoulder pad. Like these, they pop right off at that little node there. It's really easy to think that that's gonna break. So if that was a little more durable, just like Goku, you feel a little bit more confident about that. But other than that, and other than the sash just being what it is, the durability is right there. You know that it's solid. If I was going to drop him, I'm not going to leave those shoulder pads in. I'm probably going to take that out. Also, just like Goku, he has that knee. So as most of the ones who have those baggy pants, so you're going to see that knee able to come out, I assume, in these newer lines. Because Goku, my original Goku, he doesn't have that. His knee hinges, but he doesn't have that double hinging knee, so there's no reason to put a kneecap there. And in the case of Goku and Gogeta, they put that kneecap there to where you can clearly take that on and off. So knock against the knee, the sash, and the shoulder pads as far as the durability for this guy goes. Now this is the part of the video I've been looking forward to, and that's the accessories. And that's because, again, they do something that Goku didn't get they give us another head. In the case of these Dragon Ball Z figures, sometimes it's just not enough to give us those one heads, and they got it right with Gogeta. They gave us the base head, they gave us the Super Saiyan God with multiple faces. You got a bunch of hands to use as well. But some of us would argue that, hey, as nice as this is, he didn't go from his base form straight to Super Saiyan Blue. He transformed into a Super Saiyan first. And because of that, it's like, yeah, it felt like this figure was slightly incomplete because of that. So due to that being the fact, I had to take matters into my own hands. And this is where, like I said, you can accessorize these figures to your desire if you just know where to look. I couldn't just sit by and not have that Super Saiyan form, knowing that he transformed Super Saiyan in the movie. So in my case, my brother, he bought 2 of these Gogeta figures for this sole purpose, so that he could also have a Super Saiyan head. And being that it came with 2, he had an extra one sitting around after he had his base Super Saiyan and Blue form. So he let me have it. And this is the whole process I went about to actually get this to Super Saiyan. You have to do a little bit of work. You got to understand how these things are painted, so that you understand you got to strip them first. You got to strip them with the acetone to strip off that outer layer of paint. Go over them with 2 layers of clear coat, so that way when you apply your coats of paint, it actually shines and has that glow, kind of like mine does. Then apply your first layer of color, let it dry, add that second layer, and it gives you that bright, vibrant color that you're looking for in these figures. So if you know where to look, you can get these extra heads, and with a little bit more work to go along with it, you can customize them yourselves to make sure that they're the exact heads that you want for your figures.